Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the Patreons. Make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers, and let's get into it. A lot of content, guys. I know you want to see X or Y, or you want to see what I think about the post that they did, and you want to know the dog fights, and you want to do, know everything. And I will be covering everything that I can, okay? It's just that there is a lot of content, like a lot of videos that should be made. And I think this is one of the important ones, so let's do it. The dev server datamines started to be posted by Oshida and Zabi, so yeah, very, very cool that they do this. So go support them. I will leave the links in the description. And let's go. So yeah. Everything that was found in the files for this first iteration of the dev server, right? So let's go. Part 1, some changes. So yeah, nothing like, yeah, maybe this thing changes something, but yeah, let's just go over it. Okay. Field repair times. Lower red on the following ships, okay? And not only ships. Max repair time, increase it on the following, okay? Fire parameters, some fire parameters change it in ships. Some effects changes. The effect changes, yes, like the missiles, I think, or something like that. Game parameters, okay. What is this? Yeah, this is a very cool one. Guided bomb CCRP. Now, actually, you can use the CCRP to drop guided bombs, which is, yeah, it was needed, man. Come on, like, it was really needed. So yeah. Okay, right there. Ground. Chef Cloud RCS Max Radio. I don't know if this is increased or lowered from what it was, but that was changed. Some repairs and extinguisher changes, radars, direction, redeeming lobe angle, chef line of sight through. So there is some chef thing here that have been changed. So we need to take a look on that. Plain physical signature. Okay, ground, kill streak. Okay, shell. Some changes on the icons of shells. New IRCM, this is the L166. This is the IRCM on the SU39 and the SU25T. So very cool. Explosive mass to overpressure damage table, change it. So you can see it right here. I don't know how it felt before, but it is being changed. You can take a look. Open top overpressure as well. New uranium, depleted uranium, slow point fires, okay. New aircraft files, so here we have some files of the aircraft, nothing news, all of these we already saw. Aircraft flight model changes, updated to the new format on these ones. Combat flaps removed for the F4J. Wings aerodynamic changes about lifted critical AOA flaps increased. Yeah, nothing too big, but still, they changed a little bit of the aerodynamics of these aircraft force. F14A aileron sensitivity increased, okay. This is an interesting one. F16 block 10 and the block 15s, they basically increased the negative Gs that you can do and increased the positive Gs that you can do. Not by much, but it is increasing. So yeah, very cool. The block 10 a little bit more, as you see, but it is supposed to be able to turn a little bit more now than it was before. So very, very cool. Okay, J8B. Let me just take a look. Some changes on the rudder, on the elevator. It probably isn't too big, but flight models of the J8 changed as well. J35 as well, as you see. A little bit more rudder speed that you can actually use it. You can pull more Gs, apparently. Structure overload limit increased, so you should be able to pull more Gs. J37C drop tank is no longer self-sealing, okay. Okay, Mirage 2000 C5. So the afterburner coefficient at sea level, is this increased or not? I don't know. Max fuel. So you can take more fuel now. I don't understand what this thing is, if it's increased or not. Probably is. So they changed a little bit of the mirages as well. Tornado F3. So yeah, aerodynamic changes, rudder sensitivity lowered, and roll time multiplier increased. So they are basically changing a little bit of the flight models of the tornadoes, as you see. Nothing too crazy, but it should be a little bit better if I'm not mistaken. Some changes in the helicopters and temperatures and stuff. Increasing in the power of the little bird. And increase it in the fuel as well. Turbocharged. Okay, nothing too crazy. Aircraft damage model. So let's take a look. Unused loadouts for the new aircraft. So this is very interesting. So yeah, here nothing like properly crazy, but here AIM-7F added for the F-14B. I mean, makes sense, but doesn't matter. Magic 1 for the Mirage 2005F. I mean, there's no need, right? Su-22M4, the KH-23M. I mean, there's no need with the other missiles, but still. Su-25T R-73. Obviously, they are considering adding these missiles in the future. Probably not now, but still. Some other minor changes here. Okay. New loadouts for the A1H. Yeah, that was added because of the snake eyes, of course. Snake eyes added for the A4s as well, as you can see here. Custom loadout changes and stuff. Some minor changes in damage models as well for the A4s. All of these hitting the fuselage and high amount of the cause their control loss. I felt that they were being destroyed a little bit more easily. I don't know. Another A4 changes. A lot of these things will be just the addition of new bombs and minor changes, like, for example, here in the A5C, the tram. Here, there is an interesting one. Added a gyro sight for all of these aircraft will be added a gyro sight, but I didn't felt anything different on it. So maybe they're preparing for better gyro sights or something like that, but I don't think it's working properly right now. Not even the older aircraft, I couldn't make it work, the lead indicator or anything like that on the side, so very weird. So yeah, all of these A7s, A10s, a lot of additions for the snake eyes and stuff. So yeah, of course. Some damage model changes for the A10, and this is it for the first one. Let's go to the next one, part 2. Again, some changes for the damage models. All of these, as you see, added gyro sight. I don't know what this means exactly, but yeah. Okay, but nothing. It's a lot of things, man. It's just a lot of. I mean, imagine the work that it actually takes for you to actually do this. That's why it takes time. You know, it's just it's so many things. Okay. So as you see, a lot of these added the gyro sights for all of these aircraft. I think they are going to add some type of mechanic. Maybe, you know, we have the lead indicator, but they will properly add gyro sights for the external, you know, model or something like that. Okay. As you see, added gyro sight, added the custom loadouts for some of these aircraft. Added custom loadouts, as you see. Removed the loadouts. Gunpod added custom loadouts. A lot of aircraft received the custom loadouts, as you see. BF-110s and stuff. Of course, then, because of the custom loadout, they remove a lot of these things just to be a little bit easier for the player to actually choose the things. So, yeah. This actually might be just the gyro sight being added for the cockpit. But also, it would be cool to see this for the third person as well. Would it be useful? Yeah, maybe not as much, but still, it is something that helped like real pilots to actually do some things with the sight, right? And it needs to be added for the aircraft that got it. Remove it, added custom loadouts for all of these aircraft that are getting custom loadouts. Of course, they remove a lot, as I said. Some changes on the F4s here with the addition of the snake eyes. And some of these changes on the causing fires and stuff, and a lot of controls that I already talked about it. Same thing for the F4Es over here. The HUD, changed the hub for the Elbit 967. I think it's the same that, I don't know, actually, I don't know. Not gonna say anything. And okay, RWR changed on the F4F, but I think right now it's the same as the other one. Minor changes. A lot of these changes are just, you know, new loadouts with the snake eyes and stuff, as I said, repeating myself, but yeah, it's just, there's a lot of that. Yeah, see? A lot of that, man. Oh my god, it's so many things. Added CCIP for cannons. This is pretty interesting. You know, like CCIP helps. I don't know if this is for the air-to-air or air-to-ground, probably for the air-to-ground, but still, as I said, it's not working properly in the dev. It's weird. Something changed on the files there that you cannot actually properly use. Custom loadouts for the F100, which is pretty cool. And there is it. Part 3 then. Same thing for the FJs. FJs 4. FJ4s, rather. Some changes in the damage models of some of these aircraft. Custom loadouts, same mode. Okay. Nothing crazy, man. This is, a lot of these changes are just that, right? So, yeah, a lot. I mean, added custom loadouts for the IL-2, so you can imagine it's a lot of loadouts. And, okay, new loadouts for the J7s, for the new bombs, the high drag bombs. The J8 as well. Junkers 52, a new model. I wish they actually used this, but still, in normal battle. Loadouts changes. Oh, you can drop bombs separately with the MiG-15 right now. That's cool. Added custom loadouts for the MiG-19. I mean, these custom loadouts are really, I mean, yeah. PFM, SPSK. So added the CCAP for the cannons as well. So I need to test that. Even the MiG-29s, I mean, yeah. Yeah, the bombs, same thing. Digital fuel consumption gauge added to the cockpit FFD. This is pretty cool. It was added for all of the, I think all of the Mirage 2000. So yeah, very, very cool. I showed it on the Mirage 2000 5F video. Everything else here, just normal things. As I said, same mode. Add a custom loadout for some of these aircraft. Let's just go over it very quickly. Nothing crazy. And then we have part 4. Same thing. New loadouts, new things. My god, how many aircraft was changed? I mean, there will be like 75 parts of this if there is these many changes for just the loadouts of aircraft. I mean, it will take a lot of time. So yeah, I already see some of the major changes. Let me just check if I didn't miss anything. So yeah, Su-7s with the custom loadouts, Su-17s with the high drag bombs, as you see. Su-25. Yeah, just the new loadouts, nothing too crazy. They decreased the engine armor. Interesting. So it might be a little bit weaker now. Same thing for this one. Super Mystère, okay. Tornado F3. So this is interesting. As you see over here, they're changing from Type W Fox Hunter Radar for the Type Z. For now, it's the copy-paste, but still, it is being changed. Hopefully, it gets a better radar, you know? Properly good radar, not a copy-paste, is what I mean. Custom loadouts, everything. Yeah, Yak 41. Okay. The helicopters. Custom loadouts. Yeah, and basically this is it, guys. Just not a lot of things to actually talk about. We might see actually other changes coming up, but yeah, I will be covering. Another thing that I wanted to show to you guys is that they actually decreased this is going to appear on the next, probably the next one, but I don't know if you noticed this, but the AWG-9 radar was nerfed on the detection speed, so it takes like at least like 4 times more, depending on the mode that you are, to actually detect, like do the whole process of detecting targets. Before it was really overperforming. It was like a PESA radar. It was really too fast, and now it feels a little bit more realistic. According to some sources, it should be even lowered, but I don't know. It's around 80 degrees per second right now. Before it was like 160 or something weird like that. So yeah, it's still pretty fast, but hopefully if it's this if this is realistic, it should be like this. If it's not, it should be lowered even more. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe. And this is the first part of the data mines. Nothing too crazy. As I said, just additions of weapons and stuff. And I will be covering more, okay? So don't you worry. When more stuff like that is released, I will be showing to you, okay? See you guys on the next one. Subscribe and bye, guys. See you.